Hello guys, welcome back. Today in this lecture we are going to understand the topic goods and services tax, that is GST. It is one of the most important topic in taxation law and various other competitive examination. So let us start. GST. GST is levied on the sale of goods and services in the country. This tax is collected at the point of consumption, not at the point of origin. So let us understand the meaning of collected at the point of consumption. This means that, as we all know, GST is levied from the manufacturing to the wholesaler and to the final consumer. But on various taxes, it will not be calculated at the moment when it crosses from manufacturer to wholesaler, but later on at the final point, at the final consumption point, when the buyer buys the product and give the cost or the tax which in the form of GST, that is the consumption or known as the point of consumption. That is, it means that it does not imply or levied at the starting point when the goods are being manufacturing, but the total tax will be calculated and collected at the final point of consumption when the goods is ready to sell. Now let us summarize. GST is a comprehensive multi-stage destination based tax which is levied on every value addition. So as I earlier stated that it is levied from the manufacturing to the wholesaler and to the final retailer, and when it is finally given to the consumer, but at that particular time it is not levied, it is calculated. उस टाइम पे स्टार्टिंग के पॉइंट से लेके लास्ट तक वो कैलकुलेट होता है, बट फाइनल जब बायर परचेज करता है गुड्स और गुड्स की कॉस्ट वो प्राइस देता है, तब टोटल टैक्स उसमें से दिया जाता है in the form of GST. So this is levied on every value addition. The law governing GST was passed in the Parliament in 2017 by Constitution 101th Amendment Act. This Amendment Act is to be noted because it has been previously also asked in various competition examination. Now let us understand the next thing, history of GST. The journey of GST was started back in the year 2000 when a committee was formed to draft the GST law by a former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. It took 17 years for the government to evolve the law, and then the GST bill was passed by the parliament in the year 2017. The act finally came into effect from the first day of July 2017. Now, let us see the benefits of GST. Removal of cascading effect. It is the important benefit which has to be kept in mind, and let us now understand the concept of cascading effect. GST has eliminated the cascading effect of tax, logistic cost, interstate tax, and a unified market. Cascading effect is an impact tax on tax, which resulted in the increase of the cost of goods. Goods have become cheaper for the end consumer after the introduction of GST. So the cascading effect is an impact tax on tax, which means that when the goods are in the manufacturer part, when the manufacturing is going on, then the tax is imposed. After that, when the manufacturer send it to the wholesaler, then again the tax is imposed. After that, when the wholesaler send it to the retailer, and vice versa, the tax is being calculated. So tax by tax increases the price of the goods, but this, after the implementation of GST, there is one single tax which will be imposed or levied final, that is final at the time of consumption, not at the different stage of production. So it will comparatively make the goods and services tax, it comparatively make the cost of the good cheaper as compared to the previous taxes. Now the simplification of tax, next point. GST has replaced 17 indirect taxes, which has automatically eliminated the compliance cost for the business. As earlier there were 17 different types of tax. We will, in the next slide, we will see the different types of tax which has been replaced, but it has simplified it, and the one nation one tax policy has been implemented. Now third point is digitization under GST. All activities related to GST such as registration, return filing, tax payment, application for refund and response to notices are required to be done online through the GST portal. Digitization of GST compliances has accelerated the process and reduced manual work. So this means that all work is now being done automatic through the GST portal, which reduces the manual work where it was a chance of error. So, I hope that cascading effect is clear. If it is not clear, let us take one other example. होता क्या है कि जब कोई गुड्स को बनाया जाता है मैन्युफैक्चरर तो रॉ मटेरियल खरीदता है। तो जब वो रॉ मटेरियल खरीदता है तो रॉ मटेरियल खरीदते वक्त उसके ऊपर कुछ टैक्स लगता है। फिर जब वो गुड्स बना के उसके ऊपर प्राइस लगा के होलसेलर को बेचता है तब वो कुछ टैक्स देता है, उसके ऊपर अगेन टैक्स लगाती है गवर्नमेंट। फिर होलसेलर जब उस प्राइस को फाइनल रिटेलर के पास भेजता है तब टैक्स लगता है। ऐसे रिटेलर जब एंड कंज्यूमर को भेजता है तो वही जो 10 रुपये का प्रोडक्ट होता है उसकी कॉस्ट 20 से 25 रुपये हो जाती है। तो जीएसटी आने से क्या हो गया कि जो टैक्स लिवाई होना था मैन्युफैक्चरर से लेके रिटेलर तक, फाइनल कंज्यूमर तक, वो थोड़ा थोड़ा लगेगा, बट उस टाइम पे नहीं पेमेंट करने की ज़रूरत है। इसको कब पेमेंट किया जाएगा? जब फाइनली परचेज़र और द कंज्यूमर उस प्रोडक्ट को खरीद लेगा और उसका प्राइस दे देगा, तब उस प्राइस में से जो जीएसटी टोटल लगा होगा टैक्स, उसको हम लोग इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके और दे देंगे। In the next lecture, we will discuss this in detail. So these 3 points is about benefit of GST. Now let's come to the another point, that is uniformity in the market. By the implementation of GST, the past fragmented market across state lines have been unified with a huge decline of the cost of goods. So as I told you, the policy one nation one tax, so it has unified the market. There were previously various market in the state which levy taxes according to their own whims and wishes, but now the implementation of GST has universally in the state or throughout the nation one tax policy has been applied, so we don't see many variations in the tax rate. Now reduction in corruption. Due to introduction of GST, everything is available on GST portal and there are no manual dealings with government employees. So this will ultimately reduce in the corruption. No need of bifurcation between goods and services. Yes, previously there were separate taxes for goods and separate taxes for services, but the GST regime has introduced the policy that there is no need of bifurcation between goods and services. All will become under one umbrella, that is GST, goods and services tax. Now let us discuss the taxes which were replaced or repealed after the implementation of GST. That was firstly central sales tax imposed by central government, state VAT, state value added tax, service tax, luxury tax, entertainment tax, entry tax. Entry tax means when the goods are come from different state to different state, in one state to another state, when goods go enter in the market, then there is an entry tax which has been imposed by the state government. Tax on advertisement, taxes on lotteries, bettings and gambling. So these were some of the taxes which were replaced finally by the GST. Now let's see the components of GST. Basically there are three components of GST. First one is the CGST, that is Central Goods and Services Tax. Next is State Goods and Services Tax, and the last one is Integrated Goods and Services Tax. Let us discuss one by one. This CGST, that is Central Goods and Services Tax, applicable to the transaction done within the state boundaries at the interstate level. ये CGST एप्लीकेबल तब होता है जब एक ही स्टेट में एक जगह से दूसरी जगह गुड्स या सर्विसेज की ट्रांजैक्शन होती है, यानी कि ये डिफरेंट स्टेट में नहीं बल्कि पर्टिकुलर एक ही स्टेट के अंदर गुड्स ट्रेवल करता है उस पे होता है। फिर आता है स्टेट गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स, ये भी सेम है। दिस टैक्स इज एप्लीकेबल टू द ट्रांजैक्शन डन विद इन स्टेट बाउंड्री, ये भी स्टेट बाउंड्री के ही अंदर होता है। एंड द इंटीग्रेटेड गुड्स एंड सर्विस टैक्स इज एप्लीकेबल टू द ट्रांजैक्शन डन बिटवीन डिफरेंट स्टेट और एट द इंटर स्टेट लेवल। इट मीन्स दैट IGST जो है, जब एक गुड्स एक स्टेट से ट्रेवल करके दूसरे स्टेट में जाता है तब IGST लगता है, दैट इज इंटीग्रेटेड गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज टैक्स। ये टैक्स कौन कलेक्ट करती है? ये टैक्स कलेक्ट करती है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, और बाद में सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट इसको स्टेट में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देती है इक्वली। उसके बाद Now that's all for now. In the next lecture, we are going to discuss how GST affect in reducing the cost of the goods. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and for getting the PPT of this lecture, you may see the link I have mentioned up in the description box. The link is of our Telegram channel, LGU's classes. Do visit and download there. All the PDFs and PPTs of the lectures are available. Thank you.